Are we
There we
live
go.
now?
Okay,
Because
now we're
discussed
going.
There we
earlier.
go.
Yeah,
There we go.
Yes.
We're live now.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
It's been a really good
Long
day,
day.
for me. Long day, but a good day.
Yes.
We are still in Kitty and I
Hi.
are still in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We were in the dealer's room all day promoting Candlelight KC.
We met some of the coolest cosplayers. Okay. So we could talk about this for a while, but gonna give a quick summary. I'm a Steven Universe fan, and I saw some of the coolest Pearls and Paradox and Jaspers and Sardonyx and Malachite and Garnets. The other cool thing, there was a guy with the long green sword.
Oh yeah.
Can't remember who that was. Do you remember?
No, I can't remember. Oh,
we got his picture and everything.
I feel so bad that I forgot. But my favorite cosplay all day was seeing that
the bunny.
Yeah, the Shinto bunny.
This bunny so there's furries and there's fursuits. Generally, when you wear a fursuit, your mouth doesn't move. You get creative and you get really talented on how you do it. It'll move sometimes when you talk.
It moved.
This thing moved when he talked. I have a video of him greeting me in Tokyo and Tulsa, and I'm going to be uploading it later. But it was the coolest thing because I was like, he goes, "What's your name?" And I was like, "Katie." And he goes, "Oh, okay." He starts talking and he goes, "Where are we? Where are we?" And I go, "Tokyo and Tulsa." And he goes, "Tokyo and Tulsa." And I was like, oh, it's so cool.
Yeah, that was the coolest cosplay. I loved his eyes. I loved everything about it.
So there was a few things. I'm gonna call these out. So there was a few things that while we were at the table, we got to meet some of the coolest people, cosplayers, everybody. Well, some of these people came up and we kind of exchanged cards because we hand out these little cards with a special code. So if you see us us while we're
you
here,
can only get this code if you come to the convention.
Yep.
We are not going to give it away online. We're not going to give it away
that's
online.
why Katie shortened that sentence. But we have this code on the card and people would hand it to us. Well, there were some other people who got really excited about it. There was a girl who I met who's cosplayed all Main 6, and she's coming tomorrow as cosplay. So nice. Freaking out, man. We're gonna take pictures of anybody who's doing a pony cosplay is coming to our table because they told us ahead of time. We're gonna take a picture in front of our table, so it'll be really cool. Well, we have a couple people who gave us their business cards, and I want to mention them because they're really cool. There was this one guy, remember the spy guy?
Yeah.
There was a guy who came by, and he's part of a spy agency cosplay, like professionally. It's really cool.
There's his business card.
I've added all these people on Facebook too. I followed them on wherever I can.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, does it shows up on our screen backwards? Does it show?
It's gonna be reversed.
Okay.
It's frontwards from here.
Okay.
There were sisters. One of these sisters, no. So there were two sisters. One of them writes books. The other one does the artist. The artwork was done by this person, and he actually. Do you have it?
Oh yeah. I think I have it somewhere. Let me go grab it.
This girl, this one right here, does not burning wood artwork, but she does artwork, and it's really cool because when she does it, she just takes plain wood and she paints on it. I think the one that she gave you was a Pokemon.
Yes, it was a Pikachu, and I'm trying to find it.
Mm-hmm. So while he finds that one, there were two other ones that really stuck out to us today on Saturday. There was a girl who cosplayed Photo Finish from a pony, and I have a video of her dancing to a Photo Finish song or remix, and it was amazing. I was trying not to squeal too loud.
Real quickly,
for the last person.
Real quickly, before I show this artwork, good friend of Kansas City, Amelie Belcher, was also there, and I bought this little propaganda poster. And you got this poster hanging in your room, Albert.
I do, on my door. Yes.
Yep.
I freaked out because I had no idea who she was, and I was like, and I go, who's Amelie? And they go, you've met her. No, I haven't. I have like 7 pieces of her artwork, and I'm like, I've never met this girl. We go right by her booth on the way to our table, and I go, I have artwork from her. That's Amelie. Yeah. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. Oh my gosh.
She's amazing.
She walked by our table in the afternoon.
I didn't know.
And she came up acting even more hyperactive than Kitty usually does.
That's saying something. That's saying something.
And then
I'm dead tired, right? I'm just laying my head on the table, and I'm like, hi, welcome. Do you want a card? She goes, no, it's okay. I'm good. Just want to come say hi. And I'm like, that was really weird. She walks away, and I go, man, she's really perky. Mark just goes, that was Amelie. Twice. Blew my mind twice. embarrassed because now I'll be like, I met you and I'm so sorry.
But
yeah.
That's okay. I didn't put a name to a face for a while either. I just knew that she was really awesome and perky.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we saw her like 3 different times after that.
Yeah. The only reason I know her is because I was on staff at other conventions.
And you were lucky.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but this person did this after we exchanged artwork.
Nice.
Isn't it cute?
That is adorable.
It's just on wood. It's wood.
Oh wow.
And she signed it too.
Oh,
she
nice.
just made it a few days ago.
Very nice.
I can't tell on camera
that's wood. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's hand painted and everything.
So it's really, really cool.
And she does it individually with.
She had a stack of them. She just goes because here's the deal. The reason he got that was because he was sitting at the table, and he was not commissions. We weren't doing commissions.
No.
We were doing requests, and he was just able to do it. And he drew it out. Well, the girl came back, and he was like, "Well, here you go." She goes, "Oh, cool." Picks this wad of wood up and goes, "Which one do you want?" And it's like. Okay.
And this one was at the very bottom. This one's at the very bottom of the pile, and
I'm like, seen some of the ones she
did. They were all really cool.
Nice.
I mean, if you're in the Tulsa area, you don't just come down to see us. Her sister's table is right next to her.
She's the one selling the books. I'm gonna be buying a book tomorrow, and I'll be talking about it then.
Ask about these.
What would we call them? Wooden.
Yeah,
the Pokemon paintings.
Well, yeah, probably wooden wood block Pokemon paintings.
They're really cool. I really want to get one. Okay, so two more. So the other one was this girl photo finish. I have a video of her dancing to a song. It was so cute. I'm gonna upload it later. This is her. She does her own. She does everything. She does her own business cards and whatnot. Nice. Sorry, I want to make sure. But she was able to, she danced and everything, and you need to see this photography. She will take pictures of you in action shots. She will edit you in to the most, there was a guy who cosplayed a Skyrim, just the basic like trailer guy with the horns and everything, like a Dragonborn.
Yeah.
And she photoshopped him to fighting a dragon. And it looks like it's on the hill.
This is the most quality Photoshop you've ever seen.
Like, it looked real. She did Tinkerbell. She did Jack Frost. That one was cool. Yeah. That one looked real. But anyways, but just so you know, this is her. And the thing was, and the story she told me, the reason that her company Chaotic Cosplay, quote me if I'm wrong, because I know I told her to watch us on YouTube, and I want to make sure if I get it wrong, by all means, correct me. It was something about how the first time they were at a con with a group of friends, and she walked into the room, and it was just absolute chaotic, and literally Chaotic Costa Corporation. And I think that was the one that she came with the big group, and that's how the story started. But when she started talking to me more about it, you'll get to see these pictures later, because I'm going to take everything I recorded, and I'm going to compile it into a video, and it's going to be our trip to Tulsa. So it's going to be really cool. Last but not least, these people are amazing. This is, remember them?
Yeah, Equinox Comics.
These people, it's a group of 20 artists. They look like they could be professionally done. They have a Patreon and everything.
They are pretty much professionally done.
Yeah.
The artwork of these comics is quality. And I talked to the guy who runs the company. He if for parents out there who are worried about comics to give to your kids, because I know that even
mine was I couldn't read comic books.
Yeah, I mean here
too violent.
Yeah, here's the thing. The thing that bugs me is, I like comics that are aimed at a more mature audience than the next guy. Okay, but the thing that often irks me about a lot of comics these days is the fact that sometimes they will make a mainstream title a little too adult.
Oh, hey, I'm so sorry. Hey, I'm sorry, guys. We just got YouTube on. We can just see now live chat. Look at all these people.
Oh, there are people.
Hi, guys.
Oh,
hi, hello. Hi, Dino. Ah!
We didn't even advertise.
What?
We didn't even advertise it. That's amazing.
What?
We
didn't?
No.
Really?
They just came here of their own accord.
But yeah, let me give me this.
Sorry.
Let me remind everybody who we're talking about. We're talking about Equinox Comics here. There are
flip it around. So this is the name of the guy that you want to look up. No, turn around. The name, he wrote his name on the back.
Okay.
So this is the name of the guy. He has. I mean, we had our table set up. So let's explain something real quick about our table. So at our table, we had absolutely nothing ready, right? We were like, well, what did we bring? On the way there, right before we leave, let's bring some stuffed animals, okay? Or plushies. And so thank you, Alexia. She goes, we lurk waiting for the next streams. We love you very much, Alexia. Truly. Well, we're like, okay, well, what do we set on the table? So we get some ponies from his house. We go to set up the table and we're like, we don't have a banner. We don't have anything. So he will take, and there'll be pictures too. But he drew out in fan art Candlelight KC. So it's all hanging up, and we're like, oh, okay, cool. We don't have any tape. We don't have anything. And so I go over and I'm talking to the guy and I go, man, I fangirled. Oh, I'm gonna take a picture and so everyone can see. And I'm flipping through it and I go, really cool. And I go, well, we're the pony table. And he goes, well, what's he doing? And I go, well, he's drawing pony art. Do you need some sheep protectors?
Ooh.
Sure. Doing some tape? Sure. Okay, cool. So they were so nice. And this guy, the guy whose name on the back, of Equinox. Go ahead, look him up on Facebook. They are amazing.
Here's his name, Aaron Ballinger. It looks like that's his name.
Yes, I feel bad if we mispronounce it, but I told him we would give him a shout out because he was so freaking nice today. Yeah. And then and you should his staff is amazing. The people who are on site. As I was talking to him, he was literally, the guy was drawing Bucky, like he was verbatim Bucky. Amazing. But anyway, so these guys are amazing. And as we're setting up our table for the rest of the time, people were coming up and being like, oh, you're Candlelight KC. And I'm like, got a poster, got a banner. That's what matters.
Yeah. But you know, the thing as I was saying about Equinox Comics, what often irks me about some comics today.
Yeah, you got yours.
Yeah, a lot of mainstream comics are, you know, I like comics that are aimed at an adult audience, but you know, sometimes you read a cuss word in a Batman comic or see some blood in a Spider-Man
and it's
comic.
Like excessive cussing. It's not like if someone says this is a piece of crap, they actually like, this is a piece of effing blah blah blah. You know, so it's like,
well, no, they won't go that far, but they'll swear, and I'm like, you know, it's like, you know, they'll say hell or damn, or sorry, stream. It's just
we're being PC. We promise. This is using it in the vernacular term.
Yes, but and you know that irks me because you know these are mainstream titles. A kid could read this. So this guy, he says, for you parents out there who are looking for good comics for your yes I know, Alexia.
Believe me, we understand that this is going to be a kid-friendly channel, but we're also we're trying to be educational. Yeah. Same thing as why in a biology class is just like, this is where the crap comes out of the frog.
Yeah, but where the thing is, this guy wants his comics to be he wants the stories to be good enough for adults to enjoy,
and they so deserve it because they're so well done,
clean enough for all ages to look at. So
I was giving Alexia, it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, we actually like it if you keep us in line because we.
Yeah, because Katie can't cuss at all, and it's well, and actually, so here real quick because we don't want to, because it's like 11. It's 11 o'clock at night, and we have been awake for too long. Yeah. So we're gonna keep rolling. So just a flashback for review. These are all the people that are they just walked up and they were like, hey, you know, this is my business card. Totally up for trading business cards because I kid you not, it's totally worth a mention. If you're going to take the time to talk to us and we talk with you, by all means, it's totally going to be something that's going to be a fair trade. One of the other things was that I do want to talk about, and this is the next thing over, for Equinox specifically, they went to a con, right? And they've had fans for a couple years now. These people cosplayed, people out of their creation, out of their comic books, people were cosplaying their creations. They flipped out. They took pictures. It's on their website, everything. So rolling into it is that, like, when we've had fan art of our page, freaked out. because it was well done and it was beautiful and we're using it.
You know who you are.
Yeah, you know who you are, Alexia. And it was so cool to see that's what level he got to. And so I know we've said it before and we'll say it again. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being part of this, because he talked with me about how, we started from the ground up and we worked our way up, and that's what we've been doing. And it's not been as a struggle as much as we're trying to find the next thing to do, because for some of us it'll be our first year or first con to work. It's going to be something that we're going to learn the hard way how to do stuff, but we also couldn't do it without our supporters or our fans or people who actually want this to happen. And Mr. Fluttershy, I'm calling him Flutter Guy. That's just but it was something where, because we were there and we've been there on site all day today, it was just really cool to see everybody. I got lost 3 times. Went to my break and I went to every room by accident. The gamer room, there were projectors everywhere, seats. There were cubicles, like just long, like lunch tables, just lining the walls. Yep. And people brought their personal PC towers, set them up.
Yep.
It was cool.
Yeah, and my only regret is not getting down here in time last night to see the slants, but they were there. I got to meet them in person, and I bought a CD and they signed it for me, so I thought that was awesome.
Do you have the CD?
I got it somewhere.
Okay, but it's not a slur or anything.
No, this is the name of a band. And
it was really cool because he went on his break, right? And okay, breaks with us were very interesting because every time we came back, there was a story. So,
there's also but for people who are especially into the Japanese culture aspect of this convention, there is a lot to enjoy. There's a kendo demonstration in the artist alley.
Oh.
And there's also in the dealer room, there's a person who has a couple of pachinko machines for you to play.
He comes back. I can't say it. I'm sorry. I can't repeat what you told me at the table. But it was really cool because he came back and he has a video of him playing, and I was like, never played. And so all I see is ding, 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 ding. I go, is pinball? No.
There's the balls are made of a similar material, and
yeah, I get the picture.
So anyway, he came back from his break and he got a chance to go play it. So here's what I am going to be doing tonight, and this is the fun part. I'm going to make a bingo sheet, and like every con, there's always those stereotypes. Like you see the older couple who's done a cosplay, and it's like they're so cute, and they do it so well. Tell them about your the sketchbook.
Yeah. There's a guy who goes to conventions all around the country with his wife for 40 years.
Ooh.
And he brought with him a sketchbook for various artists to draw in. And a lot of well-known artists these days have been drawing in that very sketchbook.
Adventure Time, Futurama, Courage the Cowardly Dog.
The comics, not the TV
yeah.
show.
I'm sorry, no show. But people who drew the comics
still
were there. They were Hellboy.
Mike Mignola himself.
Oh my gosh! Like
wow.
Well, so here's the deal. I have the artist book open, right? He's trying to watch anime while he's doing another request for fan art. Every 5 seconds, Mark, look.
I'm trying to watch anime, woman.
I know, but then I would show him some really cool ones, and he'd be like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
Back and forth. Thanks, Mark.
It's like, but no, I mean, it's good for me to know that I'm in the same I'm in the same book as Mike Mignola. So
it's and see, here's the thing. We'll post a picture. So I am making an album on Facebook, and I'm going to be sharing it, and I'm going to make a video.
I drew flare posts, by the way.
Yes. See, he was gone when he came back with his art book, his sketchbook, and he goes, "Do you want to see what he did? I saw a picture already, but I'll see the real thing." And he goes, "Look," and he fingers it open, and he goes, "Ta-da!" And I go, "That's totally him. That's his style." Because originally he wanted him to do something else, you were going to do something else.
Yeah, I was going to do something else.
But this guy, whoever you are, he doesn't know how to work his phone very well. He was an older man. So I told him, I go, if you ever watch YouTube, here's our channel, go to it. And we're giving him a shout out if we knew his name. His wife, bless his wife. She just stood at the table for like 30 minutes while I was going to the art book, or the sketchbook.
Now, guys, if a woman can do that, she's a keeper.
Yes. The patience. And don't get me wrong, she didn't interrupt him. She didn't go, honey, it's time to go. Nothing. And that's love. You were patient for that person. Waited out. But no, he drew in the art book. He drew in the sketchbook. And what was really cool was as he was drawing in it, so to our right was the book lady, the lady I'm getting a book for to talk about later, was Equinox, and then there was then there was a children's hospital. That was our left.
St. Francis Children's Hospital, who are selling plushies for charity, by the way, panda plushies.
And they're adorable. They're like this big, but we had one on our table. And we were like, where'd you get it? Over there. Okay, so here's my fangirl moment. Here's my mega super ultra happy moment.
Mm-hmm.
We're sitting down, right? No one's at that table. We're set up, blah, blah, blah. In walks the Riddler with his staff. And I look over and I go, this isn't happening. This isn't real. Because I'm a huge Batman fan. And I look over and I go, Riddler? Oh my God, is that the Riddler? And he walks in, he's sleepy, he's sitting down. And I go, I'm not going to say anything because my heart's like racing. I'm like, oh my God. And I'm sitting there and I go, okay. Then walks in Two-Face with a cane and everything. And I go, this is real. This is real. All they had to do was bring in Penguin. And that would have been the day. That would have been my day. And I look over and I go, I got to get their picture. The problem was that one would leave, one would come back, and they'd switch back off and forth. Well, almost near the end of the day, I come back and they're both sitting down and I go, I need your picture. Can I do it? And they were like, yeah, I'm sure. There was a girl, though, speaking of cosplays, one of the most amazing ones that I saw. I don't know her name. I don't know anything. Her first cosplay ever. She built wings that moved on their own. They were collapsed. They were pretty big still, but they were collapsed, and they moved out. Well, not only did they move out, but they moved back and forth. This girl built wings for her first cosplay.
Oh my!
That girl needs an award. Everyone around
Nice.
her, when I was taking her picture, because I had my camera out, and she froze, and she was doing the wing thing, so everyone was around looking at her, and she goes, I don't know, I don't think I'm anything compared to the Child Mercy table. And I go, I'm next to that table, and they have Batman characters. Your wings move. You should probably enter. And she goes, oh, no. Her mom is sitting there beside me going, yeah. So we all start cheering for it, and I'm like, this would be booster in the world for a cosplayer. Every cosplayer wants to be Udinot over.
Yeah, but let me just say one thing about the Children's Hospital. They're primarily they're from an organization called Extra Life. We'll get more information about them so we can give them a much more accurate.
They'll be there tomorrow because tomorrow's going to be our last day. We're going to go around collecting the information about anybody else we saw or interacted with because they deserve the proper credit.
Yeah. Especially these guys because they do important work. They're
representatives because they actually work in the hospital.
Well, they stream video games online. This is one thing they do. They stream video games online. I think they have a Twitch channel somewhere.
That's right.
I
remember that.
And the money goes to kids who are in the hospital for an extended period of time. So
is it the ICU? Like that kind?
ICU, cancer ward.
See, my heart hurts because I hear these people are going through this, but you have people like them who are sitting at a table raising money. There were people who would walk up and they would not take a panda.
Yeah, panda.
They wouldn't take a panda, but they would donate money. Their cash jar for donations was full by the time they left at 6.
Yes.
It was amazing because that's the kind of thing. And I was telling him this too. When you go to a con, I walked around with 2 of our other staff, and as we're walking around, every 5 seconds, can I take a picture? Can I take a picture? When I do that, I know. People who walk with me were sick of me. Katie, just move. I had. Well, don't get me wrong, though. These pictures are very nice. They're clear, so you can see them. But because I was freaking out about it, and I went back to the table and I sat down and I was chilling. I overheard these guys talking and explaining it to him and other people about how they do this for a good cause. And I know it's gaming, but think about it this way. People who are in the hospital are being vouched for everywhere in the world. and people who are getting together and making all these creative movements and causes. It's really cool to see, and to sit next to them and see people donate without expecting anything back. Hoping humanity restored.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was really cool. I'm sorry, Albert. I know you're there. We are just so excited because today was awesome.
No, I'm just soaking it all in. I'm loving this.
We really wish you were here. Like, really, we need our.
I know.
Yes.
If I didn't have to work,
you should come with us next year if we come back.
Yeah.
Oh heck yeah, yeah.
Well, and there's another. We'll talk to Byline more about other things later.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of anything else major because our thing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so. We had a few interesting stories today, and it was really cool to hear other people come by. I had a conversation with a man with tattoos for about 15 minutes, and I had no talking in the conversation. It was very interesting. Because I sat there, and at first it was look at my, look at these tattoos I have, and I go, yeah, that's really cool, because both of us know customer service, and we're like interacting. You want to talk to someone, don't be disrespectful and walk up to a table and be like, go, just look.
No.
We weren't selling anything, and our whole job was literally to tell them about it, which was really cool because it was a great way to spend a Saturday. Just easy. This guy just stood there and he would not drop, but it was tattoos. And I was like, yeah, cool. Well, and I was talking about the con, and he would snap right back to tattoos, and I go, I'm gonna get one eventually.
Oh my.
But I'm talking about something else too. And he was like, no. So we cut each other off. More conversation. Luckily, I had to go to the bathroom. That was my out.
Wow. So you were trying to promote the con. He was trying to promote his tattoos for some reason.
He was trying to get into a debate with me about how.
Oh, we went out there for a second.
Oh, well, are we okay?
Yeah, we're good. We're good. I see us on stream now.
This man tried to tell me about how 4-leaf clovers are weird. And I go, yeah, 4-leaf clovers are a genetic mutation of when the plant grows. No, they're supposed to be 4. 3s are the weird ones. And I go, have you looked at clovers lately? The 4s are rare. And I told him about how I have an aunt who has a 6-leaf clover for her, my dad and siblings and their parents for 6 leaves. And I was like, it's really cool. And he goes, that's weird. And I go,
I think he just wanted to be argumentative. Honestly.
I love to argue. Don't get me wrong. I love to argue. However, when I'm on the job,
we'll argue about anything with anyone.
Yeah.
Unless there's a prime directive. Never violate the prime directive.
Yes. Which is promoting the con.
I'm trying to think of other major stuff because it was a long day. We were there from like 9:30 to
to
8:30.
Till tear down.
See, and tomorrow, the happy thing is though, tomorrow is that we're only going to be there for 4 hours. But the problem is that if we're there for 4 hours, we're totally giving a shout out. Come to our table and take pictures because the more pictures I have, the better the video is going to be.
Yeah. People in Tulsa, come see us. We want to see you.
Kids. Okay, the kids that came to our table, just a timeout, just a moment in silence for them. So well behaved. There were 2 girls actually who were like 9 and 10. Okay, this kid was 11. I know it because he was too young. And he sat there and he goes, I'm not a brony anymore. And I go, you're 11. This is when you get into it. You can't exit before you're in it. Like,
oh my God.
No.
But we were talking, but for the kids aspect, there were little girls who would run up and be like, oh, ponies. And it was the best thing. Because did you see the girl who was pointing at your artwork?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Because I was like, that's Mark's shining moment because that's a pony and kids can recognize it's a pony. Yep. Like, round of applause for Mark. But it was so cool because there were kids that would come up to the table and want to pet it. So one of the ponies at our table was Gumdrop. Another staff member's pony, and it's one of our OCs for the con. Well, when one of the kids came up to touch it, she wanted to touch it, and it's in good condition right now, and I felt bad telling her no. However, she goes, so the mom goes, okay, here's the deal. Right before we left, her toy Celestia got ripped to shreds by our dog. Like, you know what? Dogs will do that. That's their toy. That's a toy.
So I gave her my McDonald's toy, Celestia.
she just went off like happy as a clam. And mom, and here's what we did. So we're like, you know what? In exchange for the Celestia toy, just take one of our cards. Tell other people about us and you know what? I was really surprised. There were more people that knew him than I did. And I was like, okay, really cool. There was this guy named Cowboy. I have him on Facebook now, but he walks up and he was like, hey, Marcos, hey. He's like, hey. And he's like, hey. Hey! I'm like.
I didn't recognize him at first because he's usually wearing a cowboy hat and he's like a legitimate cowboy. He's from the northern Oklahoma area. So yeah, nice. and that's where you start getting into cowboy territory.
Oh my gosh, when we were driving. So for those of you who were trying to watch any of our previous streams, we apologize now. We're in the car maybe 30 minutes into driving, and we're like, cool, we'll do a live stream, no problem.
Yeah, I thought that we would be lost at some point.
Yeah, but
I did not think
soon.
we would be lost so soon.
We were about 30 minutes into Oklahoma. Neither one of us, the only thing that worked was GPS. And no YouTube, forget that. So I was like, okay, this is as far as we're getting. But when we were coming through, there were some parents who talked about how there were actually quite a few parents who took our card and was like, oh my gosh, Kansas, we're going to go up there and blah, blah, blah. I didn't hear any specifics, but it was really cool because there were people who.
And I've been listening to that. I've been gradually listening through that KDRP radio. That's it.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh! Hold on. So here's what happens, right? We go out of service. We have nothing. We come back. We get to the hotel at like midnight 30, because we had the parking garage. The parking garage.
It's like
we were going around.
The people who were holding our hotel room. They said
paid up for us, right? Yeah. And they're like, just go to the 4th floor. Do you know how well this man can drive? Because we had switched, right? And I'm like, okay, we'll get through this. We pull into a garage that has no out. You can't turn around. And I go, oh no. And he goes, I got it. I got it. And as we're backing up, I'm like, oh my God, we're in my car. And I'm like nervous. And he goes, no. I drive 80-year-old cars all the time. And I'm thinking 1920? No. 80-year-olds possess cars. Because of his job, he does that. Yeah. So the cool thing was he wedges us through the parking garage and turns us around. We finally find a parking spot at the ceiling.
Uh-oh. It cut out. Oh no. Okay, welcome back to KDRP, folks. We're gonna play some music for let's see if I can't get them back. They have Wi-Fi. They're in a stable Wi-Fi environment, so it should be fairly easy to get them back. Where's the chat? There's the chat. Okay. All caps. You froze. Non-copyright humming. Hi. Oh yes, okay, they're aware. Good. Non-copyright humming. It's funny because the stream I'm watching is like a minute behind, so it looks like they're still talking and geeking out. So that's really cool. I don't know, with non-copyright humming, all I could think of was Portal for some reason. Just because Gladys hums a lot in Portal. More than a computer should. Wi-Fi, okay. Was ist das? We have a tweet. Oh, it's a like for a tweet. Okay, cool. Our Twitter has been humming tonight, which is great. First you will be baked, and then there will be cake. This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to... I don't think Jonathan Colton will mind that I'm singing his song. He's pretty friendly about that kind of stuff. Final scratch. Oh, awesome. Excuse me. How many people do we have now? 4? Wow. That's pretty great for not advertising a stream. You guys just left right on. Yes. Oh yes, you are definitely good enough to sell. I mean, we're gonna sell your design on t-shirts, so I actually kind of want to put that on my wall somewhere as a poster. I
How's
hear
that?
voices.
We're back.
Oklahoma,
Hello.
your Wi-Fi is making me mad.
Yeah.
You need to pack some of my Wi-Fi next time you go.
Just a little bit.
Okay, so we're gonna finish up because we only had a few more things. So the kids was really cool because they came through and they'd freak out about the ponies. They would, parents obviously, when you make the parents happy, the kids are happy. No.
When you make the kids happy, the parents are happy.
Yep. So got that, and it was really fun because we watch these parents walk away, and the kids would be like, "Can we go? Can we go?" The kids would not let go of our business card, so it's like that's how you get them.
Yeah,
that's how you get them.
Get them young.
Oh, what'd you say?
I said get them young.
Yep.
Oh
yes, indeedy.
Okay, some of these kids though, like they made me laugh because they were so young. There was this 9-year-old who just walked up to the table and goes, "Can I have your card?" "Sure. Do you know what we are? We're ponies. You're ponies. This is on the table, right? You're ponies." And I was like, "Yeah." And then, oh look, hold on. So we have the shirts on.
We bought these at last year's Midwest Brony Fest.
Yep.
Before we even met each other, and we were at the same con.
And it was really cool because what ended up happening was with these shirts, right before we're leaving, I was like, "I'm gonna bring my jersey because I have nothing that I'm gonna be able to wear that's appropriate." And he goes, "Well, I have one." And so we were talking about it. This guy, who was it? Who does these shirts?
Oh, I don't remember his name.
We have the pamphlet from last year. We'll cite him next time. But so he made both of these, right? And the really cool. See, I took my pin off. I'm so sorry, Byline. I took you off.
You what?
I took you off.
Oh.
Blair Post is best pony.
Oh my god.
But I don't have a pin. What are you talking about?
Who's Cross Street?
There you go. Okay. I was gonna say I'm not a mascot. I'm a person.
You an OC. What are you talking about?
OC. That's right.
Well, what ended up happening was we're like we'll wear these on Saturday. It's really cool. Everyone recognized us because we were wearing these. Mine.
Nice.
Okay. Oh, ow. So this is mine.
Oh, nice.
I know, and I had it commissioned that way. This guy did commissions. He would. You just tell him what you want on it, and he would whatever.
Yeah,
cutie mark.
Yeah, you ask for the jersey with the cutie mark. He put whatever number or name you wanted on
Mark,
back.
tell us what's on yours.
Nice.
This is a little embarrassing, and for those of you who can actually read Korean,
Oh boy.
it's Applejack misspelled in Korean. It was before I really knew how to read it, and or knew how to pronounce borrowed words in Korean, and yeah, I am just a tad embarrassed about it,
but the funny part is that no one else knows except for that one person who can read and speak Korean. And of course, what do they tell you, Mark?
Is like, you know, you misspelled Applejack. Yes.
What does it say?
It actually says Applejack, but it's supposed to say Applejack.
Well, at least they could tell what it was supposed to say.
I didn't know that. He just told me it was misspelled Applejack, right? I'm gonna use that now. I'm Applejack. Applejack.
You're never
oh my
gonna let
God.
this go, are you?
But no. Actually, I won't let this go either. So there was a problem today with something that happened in the con, and he goes, I will breathe her a prayer. And I go, what did you say? And he goes, I'll breathe her a prayer. And I go, pray for her. I will pray for her. So I was sitting there the whole day, and I was just like, Mark, what's going on? That's the best thing in the world, because for the rest of the day, it was, you gotta be careful. I will be a literal person, and then it'll be funny as everything that I know, because it's just like, oh, well, now this is how this goes. It's a... What?
Huh?
Okay.
What's happening? Oh, I see it now. Okay. Cool.
It is
also, apparently, I said something out of context.
Thank you. Thank you. We killed Albert. He was laughing too hard. I think, okay, so here's a plan for tomorrow, and we're not sure how this is going to go. So checkout's obviously at 11, as any hotel. We're probably going to broadcast one more time from the table, and then, well, Wi-Fi willing, we're going to try to do a send-off. We're supposed to have a meeting tomorrow night. We don't know how that's going to go. If we don't, the next time you'll see us is probably Friday or Saturday night of next week.
Yep.
Of next week. So if you don't see anything tomorrow after the morning cast, that's what's going to happen next time. You got me. My Pinkie Pie's got me. But the cool thing, though, is that because we've been able to broadcast this, we get really excited, and this is how we get our energy out, because we just spent an entire day around cosplayers. Like, you can't be angry when you come to con.
Really amazing cosplayers.
Like, when I show these pictures in the video, it's totally, I screamed so many times today, I got lightheaded. Ergo, I had to calm down.
Yeah, she was Pinkie Pie, I was Applejack for the day.
I was Pinkie Pie. I had no sugar. Oh, no sugar.
Simmer down, Sally.
You know what? And there was someone who was debating with me today, not in a negative way, though. They were debating with me about, because, no. There was a guy that said Pinkie Pie's worst pony. And I kind of went...
That's a stab to my heart.
Who was on the table? And I just kind of went, and then I was like, oh, no. Because he goes, look, you have Applejack. Pinkie Pie's worst pony. And I go, I'm gonna breathe, and I'm gonna look at you, and I'm gonna smile, because I've heard worse things about Pinkie Pie. Because this same man goes, anyone want some cupcakes? And I was like, you're just trying to, like...
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
He made a reference to cupcakes. No.
And they took cupcakes down, too, but... This is how our day went. This is why today was so much fun, because we dealt with that, and then we went to, like, really super happy, like, you made this cosplay. One of the best ones that I will give a shout out to. I don't know who she is, but if she ever sees this, she did the Painted Lady from Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Ooh. Face
paint, headdress, the shell.
Yeah, I remember her now.
Everything. And as soon as I took her picture, I go, this is one of my favorite things, because that is one of Katara's most signature lines, is that here. So what ended up happening was I go, I love her so much. She's one of the best things about Katara. And she goes, I know. In unison, we go, her best line is, no, I will not turn my back on people who need me. See my heart and my goosebumps. Like, I am freaking out because we said at the same time, and I was like, you got me. You know.
Nice.
Okay, which one's crazy, Albert or...
No. I think he's talking about the guy who told you that Pinkie Pie was worse pony.
I think he was trying to goat me, so I'm not taking it too seriously. I had to chill on that.
Yeah.
But the cool thing, though, was... no, I was very proud. I had no sugar. No, he's had sugar. He's had coffee. Yeah. He's had coffee.
Would you say he's had a sugar
I know,
cube?
some coffee.
Would you say he had a few sugar cubes?
You had like 4 sugar cubes.
Yeah.
Like 4 sugar cubes. Yeah. I will say though, I will say, so we were so happy for today, and then we're gonna do it all again tomorrow. Sadly though, by tomorrow, I don't know what time we'll be leaving, but we're gonna try to do it. I think
we might stream as soon as we get out of the parking garage.
That's true, yeah. But we'll probably do it from a phone.
Yeah,
maybe.
Probably on Facebook.
In the city. None of this country stuff. That made me mad because I was like, yeah, talk. He's out. Oh, we're back. Talk. Okay, we're gone.
Yeah.
It's that face.
Yeah. Well, we'll try to stream before we head out of Tulsa. But for all of your Wi-Fi troubles, we love you. We love you, Tulsa. We love you, Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, because
it's
country city. Nothing.
Yep, and it's some beautiful scenery to look at.
Yeah. Well, and see, here's the deal too: is that because we're gonna be living and driving, we're gonna be leaving and driving. See, I need sleep. We are going to be leaving and driving.
Words. Phrases.
We're gonna be none tonight. You should have heard. I was calling Gumdrop Pepper Jack. Then it went to Spicker Jack. Then it went to Papa Poop, and then it went to something else. I didn't have a flowing sentence today.
Oh.
Ask anyone who talks.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Listen to Katie during the day. It's awesome. No sugar or sleep. But yeah, that'll be our send-off for tonight. We will be posting one more time tomorrow to say hello, good morning, happy Sunday, y'all.
Probably goodbye.
Yep. Goodbye to Tulsa, man. Like,
yeah.
This, by the way, I will tell you right now, the people who we roomed with were best. Like the Khan family.
Good night, yes.
Because there's a picture I'm gonna post because I won a figurine today. I can't wait to show this picture. These poor people were best because what ended up happening was I got this figurine, right? And we were like, yeah, it's really weird how she's positioned. So everyone in the room gets up and goes, look, and it was like, okay. So I need to share this picture later. I'll probably tweet it. So, but yes. So good night all.
Good night all.
We appreciate you watching and interacting with us because we love it when you do. Because then it's just like we can talk to people. We love you, Byline. We do.
I love you guys too.
Thanks for sticking with us, Albert. Thanks for continuing the stream. I want to publicly thank you for that.
Shout out to our tech man. He had the home thing going the whole time. We popped out and popped back in. It was totally fine.
Yeah, and Alexia, thank you. Good night to you guys. If you're watching us for the first time, please, like all other YouTubers tell you to hit that subscribe button, click the bell so you get the notifications,
just like you all did.
Yeah,
and
look at you go.
You're all on it.
BAs.
Like us on Facebook.
What's up?
And it's like facebook.com/candlelightKC.
It should be.
And
because our YouTube channel is different, but if you go to our Facebook, everything gets posted there.
And we're also on Twitter. We're active on all 3 platforms.
Yep. Because we want to hear from you. We want to talk to you.
Oh, yes. And don't forget, pre-register for the con. And if you can't go to the con, please at least give to us on Patreon. We would, if your donation would allow us to have a much better show than we could ever hope to have on our own.
And then next year, when we would go again, you can come then, and we can personally thank you.
Yes.
Because here's the deal, too, is that this is what we've been telling everybody all day. because this is going to be our first year and we're working everything out, it's already going great. Like, we've got so much done already.
Yes.
So we're super excited for that already. And it can just get better from there. And that's the good thing is that all the codes we've been giving out today, and people are getting, well, they're getting a very special deal.
Yes. If you're in the area, you want to come to us to get this code.
You also want to come see some of these really cool shows. Like, people were walking around, they were like, where'd you get that? Some guy was a Pokemon trainer, and he was handing out eggs. Like, physical, like, Easter eggs, and it had candy, and it had toys in it.
Yeah, it did.
Nice.
I do.
But,
because you're not special.
I'm not.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You're totally special.
This is my special side. I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah.
But yes, this is our good night. This is our send-off. We'll talk to you in the morning. If not, you don't catch us then, totally fine. We are super excited to see you all again, either tomorrow or next week.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.